put in the work. We are all able to live that life that we want. Have gratitude for the things that you have. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I create lifestyle, entrepreneurship, pop culture, travel, book, manifestation content, like the whole 9 yards on this channel. I hope you guys stick around, join the fam, join the squad. We would love to have you here. So I thought I would make this video because I feel like it's fun and it's something that I enjoy talking about. And I said in a previous video that I wanted to speak more about like manifestation, law of attraction, all those things on this channel. And I posted a lucky girl syndrome video and it did pretty well and I got some good feedback. So I was like, why not jump in and create more content like this? So I'm sitting here in my cozy little corner and I'm going to tell you guys how to manifest your dream life. So of course I am not at the end of my dream life right now. Like I'm in the midst of working my way to it. And I finally started seeing results to me living my dream life this year, or last year I should say, since we're like in 2023. So I thought I would share with you guys some ways that I think or that I've used to manifest my dream life, and we're just going to jump right into it because I like to babble a lot apparently. So I wrote everything down, so I will be looking back and forth at my phone to make sure that we get this all good. How to start manifesting your dream life. The first thing I wrote is to get clear and specific on what your dream life is. I feel like sometimes we're like, I want to be rich and live in a mansion. Okay, like be more specific than that. Like for example, for myself, I would always say I want to work for myself. I want to be fully self-employed. And that's basically what ended up happening last year. At first, I used to always be like, oh, like I want to be a famous YouTuber. Like that was specific, but I knew that that wasn't the right path to take to get to like the self-employment, because that's a hard path. We're not going to sit here and be like, it's so easy to blow up on YouTube, because it's not. It's really not that easy. So I was sitting down with myself and I was like, how else can I, with the skills that I have, attain the dream life that I want, which is to work for myself and to be self-employed? And I was like, oh, like I'm really good at like video editing, podcast editing, social media management. So I sat down with myself and I was like, I want to be fully self-employed by doing freelance work by 2023. It happened in 2022, so that's exciting. So I think just being very specific and clear on what your goals are is super important to maintain your dream, like to attain your dream life, because it's just so much easier to manifest things into your life when you're specific rather than when you're too vague. So you can do this by either just writing it down, creating Pinterest boards, creating vision boards, whatever it may be. Just try and be as specific and clear as possible to achieve that life. The next thing I wrote is set specific goals towards these dreams. Of course, you're not going to wake up the next morning that you're manifesting this and like have your dream life. Like that's not how it works. Write down small goals that you have that will help you reach your dream life. So for example, I would start off with having 2 freelance clients this month, and then I would get the 2 freelance clients, and that is helping me get towards the dream life of being fully self-employed. Write down paying off your credit cards that you can be debt-free. That's another thing. Like writing down goals that will help you reach the dream life is also very like motivating at the same time, because when you cross them off, you're like, yes, like one step closer. The next thing I wrote is have a positive mindset always. I am a person that truly believes that the mindset, the way that we look at life really does affect the way that life turns out. So if I'm sitting here and I'm always negative, I'm always like, I'm never going to get it. Like, this is not happening. Like, I'm not going to get my dream life. I'm not going to become who I want to be. I'm not going to get the job I want to be. Like, that's what's going to end up happening, because you're manifesting that negative energy into your life. You have to sit there and be like, you know what? This second, I'm not having my dream life. I'm not in that lifestyle that I want, but I'm going to get there because I know that I can, and I know that I'm capable, and I know that it's going to happen for me. Like, I just know, like, having a positive mindset just helps you in so many different ways rather than having a negative one. And I mean, who wants to sit there and be negative all the time? No one. And if you do, I don't want to be associated with that, because I feel like the energy that we give off can like give off to other people as well. Have a positive mindset. The next one I have is release your fears and limiting beliefs. This kind of goes like along with like the negative energy and the negative mindsets. Just if like all the self-doubt, I know it's so much easier said than done because I have so much self-doubt with myself, but just trying to release all the doubt and all the like self-doubt, all the imposter syndrome that you have inside yourself, just let it go, because you can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you please, and you can live the life that you want. You just have to let go of those limiting beliefs and that self-doubt that you have deep down. Just let it go. Let it go. That's very hard to do, but just try and release them because it definitely will help in the long run. Then I have always remember your why. Always remember why you want to have this dream life. For myself, a big factor into why I wanted to be self-employed is because I love to travel. I love to travel for concerts. I love to travel for pleasure. I love visiting places like LA and New York and like just being with my friends in those places as well. So the best way for me to be able to do that, the sun is also coming in. We're manifesting that positiveness. But yeah, anyways, sidetracked. Just remembering why I wanted to have, why I want to have this life, why I want to live this lifestyle just really helps, because when you're having those self-doubts, when you're feeling like shit, when you're not getting what you want, just reminding yourself why you're doing this and why you're working towards this dream life, it'll always help. It'll always bring you back to that place where you're like, I want this and I'm gonna get it. Like, there's no stopping me. Remembering your why, super key. Then we have start every day and end every day with some affirmations. So I love waking up in the morning and doing my little journaling, and I always journal like one affirmation in the morning. And then at night, if I journal, I'll write down another affirmation. And if I don't journal, I usually just go on Pinterest and I like look up affirmations. Affirmations are such something that like, there's something that I love. I also do it on my podcast. I always have an affirmation of the week. It makes me happy. So I personally have started off every day and ended every day with an affirmation. And it's helped me. It's helped me have like a positive mindset. It's helped me with motivation. And I love me a good affirmation. Then we have act as if you already have the life that you want. So this kind of goes hand in hand with like the lucky girl syndrome, just being delusional and being like, I have this life. Like I am living this life already. It is already in my future. It is already in my present. Like I'm living this life. And I feel like that just does something with your mind that makes your mind be like, yeah, like we live this life. This is our life. Like this is what we have. Like this is what we're going to get. And I don't know. That's something that I've done. And I'm like, yeah, like this is the life I'm already living. Like this is it. And it's kind of just manifested these things into my life actually. So just act as if you have it already. Then I have realize your small wins. I actually just got off a podcast episode and we talked about these small wins, but just realizing the small wins that you have every single day. This kind of goes hand in hand with the goals that you have. Just celebrate them, whether they're the smallest little thing, whether it's like you paid $100 off towards your debt. You did that. $100 is better than zero. You did that. Celebrate that little win. I feel like we always only celebrate or acknowledge the big wins that we have in life, but celebrate the small ones. They're just as important. They are just as important. The next one I have is something that I have learned to do and have struggled with a lot, is to just be patient. I feel like patience is such a hard thing when you're like so eager and so motivated to get what you want. You have to remember that you have to be patient. You have to be patient. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. Like you just have to be patient and trust the process because it will come. It will come in time, but patience is key. And I know it's so hard. Like I still struggle sometimes today. I'm like, I want this shit now. Like I don't want to wait anymore. I've been waiting, but patience is key. And then the last one I have is to cultivate gratitude. This one I wrote a little blurb, so I'm going to read it. It's basically to just recognize what you have and be grateful for it, because at the end of the day, we all have things that other people don't have. For example, for myself, I still live at home, so I do have the privilege of not paying rent and not paying for groceries. I pay everything else myself, but like I can realize that I am privileged in the aspect that I don't pay rent. I don't have a big chunk of money that I have to pay every month, which helps me in the long run to achieve this goal that I have to be fully self-employed and just live the lifestyle that I want to live. But I do realize that not everyone has that privilege. And I think just sitting down with yourself and being grateful for the things that you do have that other people don't, if that makes sense. I hope that doesn't sound bad. But it's just like, just being grateful and acknowledging the privileges that you have that someone else might not have is super important, because we can't just go into this thinking like, oh, like I don't have this and other people have that. Like I have nothing. Like you do have things. You have things that other people would be killing to have. And I think just sitting down and being grateful for that is super important. And that's something that I've started to do, because I never really realized how much privilege I did have in certain aspects. Like I realized I was privileged in certain ways, but when I was thinking about my dream life and my goals and like my like job and career and everything, I had to sit down with myself and be like, okay, Amanda, like you have these things like not paying rent, not paying groceries. You have that chunk of money that other people have to use towards those things that you can keep for yourself to invest in yourself. And that's something that really was like, okay, Amanda, like if you want to move out in the next 2 to 3 years, bank on that, because that's something that you have right now. That is a gratitude that you have right now. That is something that you're grateful for. Bank on that, because one day you won't have it. So I just think realizing the little things that you have and being grateful for them is important too, because you don't want to lose that along the way. You don't want to be like, just not realize the privilege that you have and the things that you should be grateful for. So yeah, anyways, that is the 10 things that I have been doing, the 10 tips that I have for you guys to manifest your dream life, to live your dream life. We are all able to live that life that we want. We are all capable of getting there. We are all able to get there. We just have to put in the work, put in that manifestation, have that positive energy, have gratitude for the things that you have, bank on the things that you have, and just realize that whatever life we want to live, we can live, and we got this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to me below. I am trying so hard to hit 10K. We are so close, yet so far at the same time. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. If you want to see more like manifestation type videos, please let me know what you're interested in hearing about. I'm fairly new to like the manifestation spirituality kind of life. I've been like really invested in it for the past like 2 to 3 years. Do with that what you will, but if you have any suggestions, please comment them down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.